All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down that rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson. However long the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video More Uproars in Babylon the Great, or More Uproars in Babylon. All right. And Lord wills, brothers, can see on the screen, this is a screenshot that I took for the Zero Hedge. And it says, cops dragged, assaulted, and American flags burnt as pro-Palestinian protesters rage in D.C. It says anti-Israel protesters were filmed dragging and assaulting a D.C. cop and setting fire to an American flag in protest of small hat Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's speech. All right, which took place yesterday. Matter of fact, let's go straight to the precepts, straight to the scriptures, because I don't want to make this too long at all, because you can't say, too much about those people. But start right here. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. With a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. And you Edom, and the nation of Edom, the biblical nation of Edom is the so-called Caucasian race today, the so-called white race, so-called white man, woman, and child today. All right. Verse 2. Whether you like it, accept it, or believe it or not, you so-called white people are the Edomites. You are the biblical Edomites. All right. And a great judgment awaits you. All right. Like the book of Obadiah tells us, verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. All right. And you are greatly despised. All right. Amongst all the heathen. All right. Especially the small hats, especially them are greatly despised. All right. Especially the situation between them small hats and them Arabs, that just drove the hatred level that the people have for you small hats, for the small hats, on top of all the other wickedness that you've done throughout time. That just added more fuel to the fire. All right. And a lot of people are speaking up against you and pointing the finger at you. And well, like the Lord said, let's get that. It's Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 7. Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Which are the Germans, Teman, from the tribe, Temanites or whatever, from the tribe of Edom, are the Germans. All right, so-called Germans today. Verse 8. Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Judah, for I will bring the calamity upon Esau. I will bring the calamity of Esau, Salakia, upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come unto thee, would they not leave some glistening grapes? If thieves by night, they would destroy till they have had enough. All right, it's especially that's all you Edomites, but especially the small hats. All right, they're the ones, especially the elites of Edom. They're the greedy. They're the most greediest ones amongst the tribe of Edom, by far. Amalek, they're the most greediest ones amongst the tribe of Edom. All right. But verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he should not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbor, and he is not right. So like the Lord said, I made Esau bare and uncovered his secret places. So all this information that's come out throughout time about who's really running this and who's really running that, who's running Hollywood, who owns these big corporations, who owns the banks, who owns all these outlets or outlets or whatever that are oppressing people, and it all points back to the small hats. All right. If you go far enough up the ladder, it'll always come back to a small hat that's running something. All right. Rather from it's the entertainment industry, the banking industry, the financial system or whatever, it always points back to the Edomites. mainly Amalek. All right, the so-called small hats. All right. So the Lord has made you bear. All this information is coming out that you own this and you own that, and you're behind the funding of all these wars and things like that, and all the blood that's on your hands is coming out on you. All right, and the people are starting to point the finger at you like crazy. Hence why you got stuff like this. All right, people protesting him, which he's brought, I think the World Court or whatever, they're trying to get him on charges of war crime. All right, but I think Babylon's vetoed or whatever, because there's a warrant. I think there's a warrant out for his arrest. The leader of the small hats. All right, for the war crimes that he's committed. All right, but ultimately they're gonna get their judgment in the kingdom. But ultimately, all right, because Esau is never gonna get. Esau ain't gonna punish Esau. We'll just say that. All right. So Esau will get his in the kingdom of heaven. All right, but here in Babylon, they're protesting him being here, and again, cops are getting attacked, so on and so forth, due to what they're doing to them Arabs in the Middle East. All right. So back to the precepts. This is the protests are a sign. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I told thee before. Right? And how do you measure the time? You measure the time by the prophecies. Whatever the prophecies say inside the King James Bible, and you compare it to current events or what have you, and that's how you know how close we are to the end. Pretty much everything the Lord warned us about in the last days is going on right now. Or rather, it's wars, rumors of wars, so on and so forth. We're seeing it. We're seeing it play out. So we're close to the end, really close to the end. Verse 2. Then shalt thou well understand that then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time when the highest begin to visit the world which he made. Verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High expected these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested. Right, so the fact that there's uproars going on in places like Bangladesh, all right, which the mainstream really ain't talking about that at all. They're pretty much a martial law over there. And the protest has been going on, rather it's in France. A few protests here and there in Babylon the Great, with them going back with them college students a little while back about this same situation with the small hats bombing the shit out of them Arabs. All right, and it was that, again, the protests in France, those all counts as uproars of the people. Uproars is what? A protest. All right, so that's a major sign to show how close we are to the end, seeing stuff like this. All right, and it's going to be more. It's going to be more. Eventually, there's going to be going to turn more and more violent. All right, it's going to turn more and more violent. And wait till the uproars come when there's no food. All right, when there's a shortage on food, when people can't get access to their bank accounts, then you're going to get what you're seeing in Bangladesh. All right, they're protesting because their bank shut down. Where was that other place, man? Like a few months ago. Damn. Well, it's dating back last year. Damn, what was that place, man? Where they actually caught the leader, and they was dragging him in the streets. All right, they had beat his ass and was dragging him down the street. Damn, where was that, man? I forget where it was at, but it was someplace they was in a major uproar. They had ramshacked their governor or leader's house, and they were about to put the guy to death. They had beat him. They were dragging him in the streets. All right, so that's what we're gonna see here real soon. All right, when that great tribulation comes that the scriptures speak about. This 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 8. I started verse 18. But because of their pride, the city should be troubled. Right, and Babylon is known as that great city Babylon. All right, there's gonna be trouble all throughout Babylon the Great. All right, in these different cities or whatever. All right. the houses shall be destroyed, and men should be afraid. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulations. Now wait till the uproars come, or there's a lack of bread and water. That's when things really are going to get bad. All right, but the Most High bringing this is an excellent start. Man, clicked off of it, slacking. But the Most High bringing, these small protests or whatever is an excellent start, a good way to kick it off. All right, but things are going to get way worse, man, way worse. But this is the beginning. This is still Esdras, like scriptures and say in Esdras, the labor pains, still going through the labor pains. All right, but the baby's about to be born, and when the baby's born, that's Jacob's trouble, and that's when all hell breaks loose here. All right, and that's when the banks shut down, when there's no food in the stores, when people get an uproar about that, then you're going to see people being the real animal coming out of people. Shit is gonna get real ugly, man, so to speak. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm saying shalom.